And snubbed by the British Parliament, word is that President Donald Trump, well, may just snub the Parliament right back. There's talk of President Trump holding a stadium rally to help war veterans instead of speaking to lawmakers when he makes an official state visit later this year. Our London correspondent Jonathan Sacerdoti has the latest. Jonathan, what's going on there?
The Speaker of the House of Commons, John Bercow, is in Israel today on an official visit there, but he's left behind him a wake of controversy, specifically over the state visit of Donald Trump to the United Kingdom, because Mr. Bercow spoke out recently saying that he didn't want President Trump to be invited to address the House of Commons, as other previous state visitors have done. He said that he believed that Mr. Trump did not conform to the ideals of freedom and equality for women and minorities that are so important to the House of Commons and the UK at large. And as such, this has caused some problems for the British government, because having invited President Trump for a state visit, this could have been a perfectly normal part of that visit, addressing the joint Houses of Parliament. But now that seems to be off the table, and so they're left trying to figure out a way to organise a trip where there's no embarrassment incurred. For example, one of the suggestions that's being put forward now is that Mr. Trump should be invited while Parliament is on recess, so it doesn't look strange that he won't be making that address. And similar suggestions have been made that Mr. Trump should not be visiting London specifically, but maybe if he's visiting during the period of recess for the House of Commons, he could visit the Queen at Balmoral in Scotland, where she spends the holidays. Of course, Mr. Trump has connections himself with Scotland, or that perhaps he would visit Birmingham, because the government believed that maybe the protests against him would be smaller if the visit was focused there, away from London, where larger crowds could be expected to protest against his visit. All of these things are causing problems for not just the British government, but also for the Trump administration, as the two sides try to figure out what could be the best way for this state visit to take place, with the intentions of both sides being to strengthen that special relationship between the United Kingdom and the USA without any further embarrassment such as that caused by Mr. Bercow's comments. Back to you.
All right, our Jonathan Sacerdoti live for us in London.